Good night, everybody.
Good night.
All right, I'll be doing about 3 pieces for you guys tonight. So I'll just be pausing in between each piece. This one is an ode to the poets. Together we remain an asylum, a home for Babylon outcasts, a home for expressive freedom. Poetically generation gapless, connected, yes, the selected. This evolution journey of revolution. Never minding how much the truth hurts, never minding how much discomfort, we are the messengers of that truth. Captivating minds, urging fellows to think between those constructed and corrupted lines. Opening and unfolding words metaphorically syntactic or words like mine, belted, simple and imperfectly, perfectly aligned. Trotting nude and exposed, we have left behind our baggage and superficial surface matter load so that our hands and minds are free to grab amplifying microphones and to decode pretexting undertones. Like that high from that first written fix, that is that high we chase this. I repeat, my ancestors have been waiting on me to finish their sentences. So I've courageously stepped forward as the fire within me insists. Gone is the day when for granted took was this melanin in skin, when she allowed him to control her self-esteem from a string, when she would apologize to the image in the mirror for its thighs, hips, and thick pink lips, when he gave her meaning and she smiled pretending that this wasn't the meaning. When her personality only included the adjectives soft, light, moderate, lenient. Now she has escaped from what your mind has concluded convenient. Respecting self, confident in her capacity, non-compliant, stigmas overcome, range of options to choose from. Natty, curvaceous, black, woman. I share my lessons to encourage self-study. Maybe my poetry will help the revolution lover, so that you know yourself, love yourself, and understand with these two things you can regain your power. This is not a daddy girl rebellion. Neither do I surrender to your box of an Afrocentric response to Babylon. This is expression. Ode to the little girl's curriculum. Ode to the underdog. Ode to whoever was made to feel it wasn't okay to be them. For the girls and boys whose aspirations today are still Barbie and Ken. For the kid who was made to feel inferior, being told their lack of attention meant lack of ambition by bitter, can't be bothered, underpaid teachers them. For the kid whose parents was or wasn't too rich, whose skin tone was too dark or light to hang with. If you've ever wished your hair was straight so that you can have one of those hairstyles the magazines dictate, it's beautiful. If you've ever hated your body because you looked differently than she and she was who he wanted, this is for you. Maybe we can let go of this notion of having to be this and be that and realize that just being is perfect. See, I spent years waiting for others to accept. But it was this road to self-acceptance which led to my present living in love and harmony concept. I had to cleanse the mind of the toxic, become empty to give space and embrace this universe ingredient, realize that I had been so system obedient. Reflection, now revealing, fear-based believing, long-buried feelings and no attention to healing. Now at this microphone, I insist on love and respect for every human being. I wasted a lot of time accepting other people's vision. Hiding my own with dark tint glasses was my own non-confrontational decision. But I realized in order to reconstruct this mission I envisioned, I had to tear down some of these freedom-killing traditions. I can no longer be held hostage by public illusion. I've been put into these boxes that I never quite fit into. I got out, I stepped out so fearful that it was a sin to. Call me a sinner, and I will continue to question you. My problem is not your belief system, but your belief that arbitrary self-separation from your belief system has not made others a victim. No more discomfort, no more suppressing, no more psychologic cloak addressing. Until these institutions can replace fear and doubt with love and trust. can't respect them. These police draws a roadside dead body stench raw, cabinet ticking tock timeline, news hours your uplift just beer crime and still fear time institutions. Sick of the compromising and dehumanizing, being led to feel mistaken, creative thinking and the concept of difference for granted taken. Must be kept second guess making, must be kept underestimating self institutions. Soon I'll no longer be able to lift these ankles with these shackles, driven by the material, by the mold for which mass perspective of success is sold. The snickering when I say how vast we are, that there is so much more to be told. This one is owed to a friend of mine who passed in 2007. You and I together was art. Unmistaken, impossible to be forsaken kind of art. The way my soul bounced back and forth from your soul in repetition and rhythm, I watched as this relationship became a sort of poetic expression. You equaled passion. The never before heard words, the seemingly never ending embraces as our lips touched, never before such passion. Between you and me, there was no space for fake. It was all a real, a raw, no holding back about how we feel kind of deal. If there was one word to describe us, it would be poetry. Yes, poetry is us, because even behind the realness and the rawness, there was still so much ambiguity, symbolism, and irony. Ambiguity because we had no title. Symbolism in the way everything I said to you and you said to me had a special meaning. Irony in the fact that you stated to me, Kai, I love you and what's meant to be will be. And the next week, you were dead. It's amazing how our eye contact formed a type of connection that before us was not even perceived. How we, hungry for each other, became like metaphors and similes. As we made poems together, it was euphoric as we became some sort of historical epic, dramatic verses we intertwined in each other, stanza by stanza, lyric by lyric. When you died, I realized that of your art, so many people were a part. So it may be reality that the equanimity we shared was not unique. But then I choose to be unrealistic, perhaps simplistic, as I continue to groom the sensual and evocative quality of poetry of us. I believe we took on this poetic form because he knew I needed you to live on in my memory. He knew that poetry was a state of mind. He knew that I would need this state of mind, poetry, us, for eternity. Peace and love.